Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to be looking at the newest unit that no one wants in the game except for me! Except for your boy! We have got this World Tournament reward card, CAULIFLA. Now, CAULIFLA is really good. I want to see her in action first before I make any claims about her, because I definitely, again, I need to see how she's going to perform in an actual fight, right? I don't actually have her at max power here, because I did want to put God Topo on the team, right? So CAULIFLA gets 60% attack and defense at the start of turn, then she gets 10% attack and defense per Universe 6 category ally on the team, right? Now, because God Topo is such a monster of a support type unit, I figured, let's just get him on the team as well. But this CAULIFLA is really good. I'm definitely going to go ahead and rainbow her on my account, right? Because it looks as though this is going to be one of those world tournaments where there's two reward cards, both the CAULIFLA and the Kale. I mean, again, as of right now, I don't know if I would say this CAULIFLA is better than Hellfighter 17. Kale is definitely better than her, right? Or at least I think Kale will be more useful. Although, I mean, CAULIFLA... See, here's the thing. So, we know how Kale works, right? Where Kale's passive activates from being next to Kale and CAULIFLA. So, it stands to reason that this INT CAULIFLA is going to work exactly the same way. Where her passive... Oh, yeah, we could test it out right here. Her passive should be able to activate just by being next to Kale and CAULIFLA. So, if we take a look at CAULIFLA, let me just read her full passive, right? 60% attack and defense, 10% attack and defense per Universe 6 category ally. So we have 6 of 7. God Topo is obviously not a part of Universe 6, right? Then on top of that, she has a 50% chance of dodging and a guaranteed additional super if you have a Kale on rotation. But again, as we saw from the Kale video, I did a video on the Tech Kale earlier, LR Kale and CAULIFLA count. They count as that either Kale or CAULIFLA on the rotation. So, like, I mean, you can rock... Like, Universe 6 is just so wild now. Okay, so let's see what attack stat CAULIFLA is going to have. Okay, 950,000 is good, but definitely good. She does stack both attack and defense. And then, yep, there it is. There's that guaranteed additional super attack. That's definitely from Kale being on the same rotation. So there you go. Because the units, by the way, on the private server, usually they're built, like, sort of like for optimal damage. So, like, you know, like, CAULIFLA as an INT type unit, I imagine she's going to have 15 crit right here, right? Let me just quickly double check. Yes, she does. So, like, that's why usually you could sort of tell right away if her passive is active. But that's going to make, like, this, dude, like, you think of this CAULIFLA in some of these stages, like Universal Survival Arc or, like, Dokkan Battlefield. I guess you could rock her in Dokkan Battlefield, actually, because there is the INT Kale that you can rock. Although, I don't know if I like the idea of using INT Kale in Dokkan Battlefield. I mean, Tech Kale is definitely going to work well, because you could have Tech CAULIFLA and Tech Kale on the same team, but, you know, I've talked about this at length, how Tech CAULIFLA is one of the most broken units in the game that really no one talks about besides me, because she has a 100% chance to dodge against Universal Survival Arc enemies and Pure Saiyan enemies, right? So, you know, you take her into Dokkan Battlefield, and even if she, okay, so, like, Jiren, right? Jiren, global players, you guys are going to start seeing Jiren soon. Maybe the next season of Dokkan Battlefield is going to have Jiren in it, and you guys are going to see that Jiren is not to be fucked with. Jiren, you don't play with Jiren. He is tough. And that Tech CAULIFLA, no matter what typing Jiren is, CAULIFLA always has a 100% chance to dodge against him. So, she's just so useful. And I have found... It seems to me as though Jiren tends to attack more often in one spot than other bosses. I've definitely noticed this. So, certain units like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta or Tech CAULIFLA, you know, big-time defensive stalwarts like that, are very effective against Jiren. Okay, so I'm curious about this rotation, right? Oh, wow. Her defense is 129k. Remember, she does stack both attack and defense. I mean, these are two World Tournament units, dude. Like, look at her stats. Her stats aren't the greatest. She's got 7,600 defense. That's not great at all. That's not like, that's a pretty poor defensive stat, if I'm going to be quite honest. And she's sitting at 130k after one turn, basically. Like, see, that's where, again, I don't know what it is about Dokkan, and, like, they just suck off Dragon Ball Super units. And in particular, these females, these Universe 6 females, Dokkan, they love going to bat for them. So there she is, well over 1 million. I mean, if we went through the entire event with her getting her guaranteed double supers every turn, I mean, we could easily get Caulifla, you know, potentially over like a 3 million attack set or something like that. She's good. Both her and the Kale are very, very good. Honestly, between Kale getting the 120% defensive buff and Caulifla having the 50% chance to dodge, I mean, they're strong enough that you're going to be able to really rock them. Again, I guess in Dokkan Battlefield, they would probably work pretty well, huh? Because I guess, okay, so if you guys are aware, I've been using a strategy lately with LR Super Saiyan God Goku. So, of course, on Global, this is a ways out before you guys will be able to do this. But with LR Super Saiyan God Goku, you know, I could go ahead and create a full Pure Saiyan / Hybrid Saiyan team. And usually what I do is I run Dragon Ball Super Trunks as the number 2 leader. And then I kind of like, just rock them together. And like, that's like my extra team. So like, if I lose to Jiren, for example, then I have a Pure Saiyan team that I can go ahead and rock against Jiren, right? That's typically what I do. In my last Dokkan Battlefield video, I actually did lose to Turles, I believe, with Super Tech. It was very embarrassing, but it happened. And then I used that Pure Saiyan / Hybrid Saiyan team to sort of wipe away my failure, right? I feel like this Caulifla and Kale could be very good there. Of course, they're going to dominate Universal Survival Arc Super Battle Road. Actually, they would probably dominate Pure Saiyan Super Battle Road as well. I'm going to have to try that out for sure. Yeah, I absolutely am. I'm going to have to take these two girls onto Pure Saiyan Super Battle Road. What I probably do is I'll just enter the stage over and over until they start out like together in the same rotation, and then probably go from there. That's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, dude, look at this. This is turn 3 that we have her. She's at 144k defense, and she has a 50% chance to dodge as a free-to-play unit. I mean, I'm tempted to say they're the 2 best World Tournament reward cards that don't even awaken, right? Like, this is interesting. I think she's really, really strong. And it's funny, because just like 2 seconds ago, I'm like, yeah, Hellfighter 17, that's the best World Tournament reward card for sure. And then they do this? This is what we've talked about. Like, I do think a lot of times, like, talking about Global Shaft is a little bit overdone. But, I mean, without a doubt, without question, no matter what, one thing that is true is that every time Global puts up some big spectacular thing, like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Bergamo, it does feel like JP then is like, well, that's cool for Global, but we're going to go ahead and one-up y'all real quick. Because, I mean, LR Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, from what I've seen, is not nearly as hype as that Blue Kaioken Goku is, but he is a lot better than him. That Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, he is, from what I've seen, he's one of the very best units in the game. Like, there's just no question. They made just a monster. Like, we compare LR Trunks and Mai was JP's Christmas banner last year, which was like, it's like, oh, what is this? But then again, at the same time, everyone was sitting there like, Blue Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, Blue Gogeta. It wouldn't have mattered unless it was like LR UI Goku on that Double Rates banner last year. Cats weren't going to summon on that banner, right? Because we knew Blue Gogeta was coming. So this year, it's like we don't really know what's coming. I mean, Kawaii did drop a hint that it's Majin Vegeta and Angel Goku. Probably Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but who knows with Goku? It literally could be like a base Goku that transforms into Angel 1 Goku and then Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Maybe it goes Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, who knows, right? But Majin Vegeta, it's going to be a Majin Vegeta card, right? But, this Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku to me definitely seems like a bigger sort of trap for people than Trunks and Mai were last year. Because again, I didn't. Trunks and Mai, they're a solid unit in certain situations, but they're not one of the god tier LRs. No way. Especially like for Dokkan Battlefield, for example, they're very mid. I mean, I don't want to be too hard. Like, I called Android 13 mid as well, right? So like, yeah, they're still one of the top units in the game, but they're also mid at the same time. So, because I I really like units that can be really dominant in Dokkan Battlefield, because from what I've seen, you know, that's one of the big struggles that a lot of free-to-play players are going to have. So I would like to see a unit that I could recommend, like, oh, yes, global players or something like that, definitely summon for this guy. He'll be great for Dokkan Battlefield. You know, STR Cooler is like that. But, like, Android 13 is another great Dokkan Battlefield unit. Actually, Blue Kaioken Goku, to be honest, I don't really... I mean, he's good. He's going to be good for Battlefield, don't get me wrong. But, you know, the reason Blue Kaioken Goku is one of the top units in the game is because he has far and away the strongest attack in the game and the best active skill in the game with that Spirit Bomb, right? So, like, that Blue Kaioken Goku, I would recommend for players to possibly emulate my strategy with that that LR God Goku and maybe Dragon Ball Super Trunks, or you could even use Transforming Goku as your secondary leader or something like that. And then you can easily have on that team, like, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, right? To where then you have all the necessary Universe 7 allies on your team, and then you could use the Spirit Bomb against, like, Jiren or something like that in Dokkan Battlefield. I think that would be really... Yeah, that's funny. Honestly, against Jiren in Dokkan Battlefield is one of the biggest places where I feel like that Spirit Bomb is going to be really good. But, you know, he's not yet out on JP where we're fighting Jiren, and then Global has not yet gotten Jiren, right, in Dokkan Battlefield. But, like, if you guys could, saving that Blue Kaioken Goku for a Representatives Universe 7 team, and then trying to use the Spirit Bomb and Jiren, that probably would be very, very effective against that Jiren. Like, you know, again, he's really tough. Like, I can't begin to describe how tough he is, but... Because Jiren is one of those bosses where he destroys your defense when he supers you. So if he's attacking like 5 times in slot 1 and he supers right away, you basically instantly die, and there's not really much you can do unless you have a dodging unit or a unit with ridiculous damage reduction. Like, again, like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta or something like that. So just keep that in mind. But, alright, I mean, you know, we've gone pretty far here through the event. It's pretty clear to me that this Caulifla is busted. I don't know. I guess I kind of like this. Like, right now, all Dokkan is doing is just shoving just, like, insanely OP units at us, right? Like, it's literally just like, okay, here's a more busted unit, here's a more busted unit, like, every single second. It's just like, all right, we're going to go ahead and top ourselves with another OP unit. So that is pretty cool. We'll get this last attack stat, I guess, with our girl Caulifla right here. The only thing is, I think we might get the Dokkan attack, but also what frightens me is God Topo could potentially finish off that Goku, so we'll just do this. The other thing, too... Yeah, we did get the Dokkan attack. That's funny. Okay, so I'm curious what this Caulifla attack stat is going to be, and then we will finish up for the video. Boom. Okay, and Caulifla finishes up at 1.39 million. She's good. Again, I love these dodging units. She's got good attack and defense. Obviously, you're gonna want to have other Universe 6 category allies in the team for her to be really solid, but I think as long as she's next to a Kale, she's going to be good enough to get the job done, right? So there we go. There's this Caulifla. They're very good for World Tournament reward cards, no doubt about that. I mean, at the very least for these World Tournaments, these units are actually becoming a lot better. Definitely units you can actually run, whereas in the past, it's like just trophy cards, right? So I like that. Although the only thing is, I really wish they had been Super Saiyan 1 Caulifla and Super Saiyan 1 Kale, because we already had OP versions of Base Form Caulifla and Base Form Kale, and, you know, now these ones are going to compete with that, which is a shame. So, let me know what you guys think of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.